All right, thank you, Father, for this, the blessing of this ministry, and having the blessing of having all our subscribers here. The people have come over from TikTok. It's not so much about a number. It's shadow banned, so this channel could easily be at 200, but it's not about the numbers. Just wanted to come in and thank everybody for whoever shows up, the regulars, HD, High Desert, not for the quality of the video, but the content of what you hear. We can get a clear stream going. Not always, so thank you, Father, for this ministry. A blessing to have it, the abundance that comes from it. Hopefully that it's served your purpose, Father. It's here to fellowship. Iron sharpens iron. We're supposed to reproof the word with each other, not become a hermit and just because the world sucks and everything sucks sometimes when you look around in the world, but still got to keep your head up and don't fall asleep. Don't put your head in the sand. So thank you, Father, for your word. You are the word. You're not a book. You're not a temple. You are I am. So wanted to do a thank you stream. Well, said I've enjoyed the last couple of years here on this ministry. It's been a blessing again, and a tremendous amount of hours spent here and learning from others. Hopefully others have come here and gleaned the gospel, the truth, the true gospel, the unchanged. There's only one true gospel. Everything else is the other gospel. If you add anything to it, it's the other gospel. So remember here, nothing's changed. One sin, death. Change one thing, death, hell. Same Father, just in flesh. Not a triple 3-in-1 God, but a Hokadesh Spirit. The Word became flesh. Remember? That is the Father. So, what a blessing it is to have an eye, spiritual eye. You know, this 9/11 thing shows how much of an apostate nation that we live in. But that's the way Father wants it to be. It's exactly what he wants it to be. He created most people to go to hell, remember? It's evil. Earth is the rule. It's given unto Satan. He rules earth, not planets, or not earth. Is not under our feet, neither is hell. Isn't that kind of ironic? Just what it is, man. Can't turn a goat into a sheep. It's not possible. It was already chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. Oligos. So you don't get to choose that. It was already chosen. What part of chosen don't you understand? Are you hard of hearing, or you just can't figure simple? Chosen. Saved means you're already bought. You can't be saved. You have to die to be saved. Be resurrected from the dead after one judgment, one final trump. That's a PDF file. That's what Father wanted him to be. Vessels of wrath fitted for destruction from the foundation of the world. That's chosen. That means he already knows. And his chosen are destined, not bound by fate or law, because he fulfilled the law. And you go back and read. He is the Word. doesn't have breast. He doesn't have flesh. He is I am. He had a birth of flesh vessel to fill the Gentiles, Jews and Gentiles, man and woman. One race, the human race. I hate racism. You'll be kicked out of here if you're a racist. Man and woman. One race. Nothing else. There's nothing else. No race, no space, no alien is a word. Alien is a word. You're trying to tell me that, you know, there's gods in the sky. Where does it say there's gods in the sky? He divorced his bride, Israel, for just that. Gods in the sky. They thought the sun was dying, and they prayed to Saturn, Kronos, try to slow the sun. Catholicism, Satanism, Baphomet worship, Baal in the grove. Baal is sun worship and grove is tree. Tree, remember, Moloch. Esau killed his brother Moloch. Hold on, let me get rid of this idiot out of here. Idiot means they don't know anything. They get insulted by the word idiot. That's kind of ironic. They don't know. Don't be mad at them. They're just an idiotos. There's a difference between an idiot and an idiom, so don't worry about it. Jimmy Crack Corn, you can't serve two masters, remember? Your master, he's dead to me. You might want to look at that as an idiot, but Lot's wife is not turned to a pillar of salt. Get out of here. It's not 2025. God's not in the sky. God, Father, I am, doesn't have flesh. He had a birth of flesh vessel through the water canal, the birth canal. Water, the amniotic fluid. We all came here. Now you're telling me there's gods in the sky and there's aliens, right? Please go now. Where does it say the word planet? Nano, Jazzbot. Here we go again. So, thank you, blessings, Father, for the abundance of bis, knowledge, celestial bis. So, pardon me. Thank you, Father, for creating such evil. Isaiah 45:7. Remember, he creates evil, chaos, all these things. He creates everything. Everything was. Everything written. He creates evil. Stupidest people to be just test you. Test your faith. Only by faith. That's it. Remember, sozo saved. You have to endure to the end to be saved. Die and be resurrected and chosen to be saved. Like a savings account if you spend it on your little earthly treasures here. Earth is the rule, not below your feet. Father didn't create one planet. That's why nobody's ever come in here when I said, where does it say planet in Scripture? You can use the rejected text, the Dead Sea Scrolls. You ain't even read none of them. So you don't live on a planet. Get out of here, ball camp. And don't talk about shapes. You get thrown out of here as a grown-ass HD fat adult chat. So ass is somebody who can't learn. Stubborn like a mule. So Christ would call you a brute beast, brutish in nature. He created you that way. He created evil. Most people to do evil. Then he judges them for the evil he created them to do, and then he throws them in hell for doing that. That's the Father I love. Yes, I am. He said before Abraham was, I am. And he told Peter, be comforted. Because we all, deny, obviously. It's all right. We've all done. And get behind me, Peter. Stiff Peter. Oh, Nimrod. So. Can't turn a goat into a sheep. It's not possible. Only by name will they have their names blotted out by self-will, not free will. There's no such thing as free will, by self-will. Or luck. Or chance. He knows where the dice are going to land. You can try to weight them. You can stack the deck. He's inside you. He can see what you're doing. He doesn't need to be in the sky with the overhead camera. He's not in the sky. And my Father is not in the sky. Take your Sky Daddy Jeep. Childish idiots. This is an HD fat chat only. You know what that means? not for the HD quality of the vision, because he said he warned of idolatry and imagery. Idolatry. Things you see, little things in the dirt, and big old 58-story towers decorated with Satan, Nimrod. 58-story tower, phallic towers in Manhattan or Babylon. Same dicks. Same phallic, same worship. The sun god, Jesus Christ. The booby Jesus. Your Jesus has breast. Uh-oh. I don't eat pizza because it's so porky. Remember, I don't eat pork. That's why. But you can get a cheese pizza. That's all that. Breakfast is so pork too, isn't it? Breakfast is all porky. Hey, would you like some pork for breakfast? Yeah. So the pizza towers, huh? Pizza gate. Oh, the wide gate or the Broadway leads to the pizza gate. Oh, we're going to use that one. Throw that one. Or thank you, Sarah. We're going to use that. We are. We're going to use that. Are you on the Broadway that leads to the pizza gate? Yeah, you can eat pork under this covenant gate, whatever you want. You're not getting the Father by eating something or not, or building towers, or faith. And that's it. We're going to use that. It's on you now, Sarah. Like Sarah, you know, and we know who Sarah was. Was she going to have a baby at how old? Never mind. Oh, now talking about a pizza factory. All right. Oh, never mind. Thank you, Sarah, for coming in again. So, yeah, I don't eat it just because it's not good for you. But I don't eat a lot of things. But it's not, you can eat, you shouldn't eat anything that eats another animal. You shouldn't eat anything that eats another animal. You shouldn't eat anything that eats shit, crap. Let's try to keep this one clean. Yeah, right. Unclean. It's good. You don't want to eat anything that eats other animals, brothers and sisters. It'll eat something that's dead. You know, and you can eat whatever you want. Eat all of it. Eat pork for the rest of your life. You can still go to be with the Most High, not in the sky. Booby Jesus. There's no booby Jesus in the sky. There's no booby balls in the sky. Take your booby ball Jesus somewhere else, please. We don't do that here in this ministry. Eat pork, eat shrimp, and eat all that. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's Old Testament. It only applied to Aaron and Levite. It doesn't apply to the Gentiles. They could eat whatever the hell they wanted. They can get after land, life, fallow, rest. You know, none of that didn't do it. None of that. It only applied to Aaron and Levite, the Levitical high priest. If you were not related, then you were a Gentile. So, and now it's Jews and Gentiles. Remember, it's not what goes in a man. You know, he made all this clean. So, because we're not, you don't have to. It's faith. That's it. Learn the word. Go back to what the scripture says. Stop twisting it, being a pervert or perverting the word. It's just pervert. That's the word froward. You're adding or changing, twisting or warping. Warp speed or Godspeed? You tell me. No. So we're on Pizza Bots. Oh, Sarah's got me on the pizza slices. We're going to use that for the rest of the night. No, we can't. I can't stay in here long, guys. I don't have very much battery. So I could get that phone bill paid somehow. Somebody gave me a $10 Cash App, and I'm like, darn it. I figured it out at $48. I need like $5 on PayPal, but I can't switch the two. I can't because my bank's all. Somebody got into my bank card again. I had to shut off that. Now they're getting a new card sent in the mail. This is getting crazy. We're the so advanced country. We've got the badass like a mule, military intelligence and CIA and SA and all that. Why are they still calling me about my car's extended warranty? I drive a 96 Toyota. I ain't got no warranty on that damn thing. Oh, darn thing. Went to the dam to get some damn water. But the damn man told me it wasn't any damn water, so I told the damn man to keep his own damn water. So anyways, water. All right. Not a drop. Not a sugar-coated peep out of you. So It's always something, brothers, sisters, isn't it? With me, with this Arn Electronics. How do people get into my card? This is some council corporation or something. It was on the weekend. I mean, it was cool because the bank contacted me, said, "Hey, you got some fraud going on in your card." Like I spend no money. I ain't got no money in that account right now. You know, I've got my money in the other. You know, whatever. So, so, but you know what I'm saying. So my card's all locked up. So if I could just transfer both the PayPal and the Cash App to my bank card, and I'd be fine. And I'd be fine. But I can't right now. Father always kicks my, you know what? So that's what he does. You know how it is when he do what he do. He beats the people he loves. So why would he beat somebody he doesn't want, or that's going to hell? They're already hellbound. That's stupid. Father's much more wise than that. The people come up with the lamest things when it comes to religion. You know that? You know, I think I rebuke more religion. Religion. Oh, cops too. Oh, wait, government. Remember, he said pigs, people in government. So when he said swine, don't sup with swine. That's why I don't eat pork. No, it's because I don't like cops. Oh, government, people in government, all of them. It's okay. That's just the way I am. You know how it is when I do what I do. Father made me this way, so you just have to figure it out on your own. So thank you, HD Fat, for the Faith and Truth Ministries here. The HD, not for the quality of what you see, but more of what you hear. I know sometimes we get that whiteboard fired up and still get a lot of connection problems, but we got a lot of energy, you know, stuff going on with our son right now. So, brothers, sisters, it's here. I'm telling you, before I was in here, I was supping with the Father and praying and you know, this is COVID all over again, meaning it doesn't matter if you think what is happening is real or not, it's happening again. And it had real world effects. You better get up off your ass and do something. Don't do it in a panic. Do this in a very methodical fashion. You miss that one little pin and you start going too fast, the whole thing's going to come apart on you. Don't miss a single detail. Remember OCD, on Christ daily? Use him as your moral compass. He'll tell you what to do. Do not worry what you shall say. I'll tell you the answer. That's in the book of Luke, remember? So, just whatever. Slow and smooth. Steady wins the race, man. Don't come out the gate too fast. So, but it's here, and that's what I want you to know. Don't wait for something. It's here. What it is happened is this stupid Captain Kirk crap. I'm telling you, I know this leads to gun control, brothers, sisters. You're just not getting it. It has. I've been trying to tell her this for a long time, for quite some time. Mr. Bumpstock, you know, red flag gun law. Remember, they came and took my guns. They don't like that I say that. I did videos about it. Remember, I did live streams specifically just on that, you know, extreme risk order. Go look. It's all on the thing. There's tags up on this channel. Then they come take mine from me. So it could happen to you. It happened to me. It'll happen to you. So, oh, no, it won't happen in America. Oh, I'm not a date picker, but how about the end of the year? He said, pray your flight not be in the winter. So I'm thinking no Americans will have any guns by the end of the winter. There ain't shit you can do about it. That's what's funny. There's nothing you can do. You waited too long. So, and I don't want fighting. Remember, I told everybody get away from the cities, get away from fighting, get a forerunner like me if you can, and get the hell out of Dodge. Or if you need to, go get away from population density, stupid people, unprepared people, and the government. They're all your enemy. So I know you normally says you keep your friends close, your enemies closer. Get the flock out of Dodge. Seriously. And do it yesterday. It's not going to be safe in the cities. It's not safe anywhere in America. It's the most unsafe nation in the world. You want me to show you by statistic? You know, you have a better chance in America being locked and thrown into prison than any other country in the world because there's more people in America than all the other countries combined. My two witnesses. I better not. See what I'm saying? Yeah, you have a better chance of having asset seizure, forfeiture, your stuff stolen from you from the road raiders out there. Now they've got the ISIS. These are paid private prison guards, a lot of them, a majority of them. So they just put you in the box. They're like Amazon. They don't care. They just put you in the box and ship you out. they know how to put people in the box. They work in prison. So I already did all of it. That's why I did all the Captain Kirk decode, all that stuff. I went through all frame by frame, all that stuff. That's a scam. There we go. Another scam, but people are going to go for it like 9/11. So I don't care. 9/11 didn't matter. Look at, we went to war, whether you thought it was real or not. 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes doesn't math, but it didn't matter. So same thing. We're right here today. I hope you understand that's where this leads. I see it plain as big ass nose on my face that I have here. So not going to get away with it. I know you can't see it because you don't look at it down there, but you do have a nose on your face too, whether you realize it. You don't see it when you look out, but unless you look in the mirror, or you're not going to know it's there. It's right there all along. What do you know? Despite the nose of your face. Yeah. So, yes, I'm tired of that crap. This is a crime here, brothers and sisters. What they're doing, that is a right of due process. Sir, listen, under the 4th Amendment, okay, under the right of due process, just, the right of due process, they have to say why they're going to cost. This is a Miranda right, a 5th Amendment violation, a Miranda right. They can't accost your body, just grab you up off the streets without, if you've committed a crime. It's not a crime to come across this border and not have a piece of paper. Now, if they committed a crime, rape, murder, robbery, armed robbery, yeah, then get them the get out of this country. But if they committed no crime, that ain't no different than getting a speeding ticket, or a violation on your law. If people don't understand that, because they're bootlickers, government pig lickers. Anybody tells you this, that told you this, they have no humanity at all. They do not understand the Constitution. They don't understand the Declaration of Independence or the Bill of Rights. And I do. Remember, I've done this. So, no, this is a failure of due process. Everybody, it doesn't matter if you have citizenships, you have rights under the Constitution. People, remember, that's what I defend. That's why they hate me so much. Because there's people like me know my rights. And I assert them. And if I struggle and suffer, what doesn't matter, when I die, Father will make sure they pay. Not, I don't have to pay. If they hurt me, remember, carry you, lift you, picked you up, heal you at the end when you're delivered. So, redeemed. You don't get vengeance here. Everybody who hurts you, he heals later. Can't go after him. This ain't eye for an eye. War. We should never even have one single military veteran out our border. And we do. This is all apostate to this new covenant. But these idiots don't understand it. Remember, no foreign entanglements. That's what George Washington said. So I don't want to hear it. People are idiots. They're gone, lost. They've lost their rights. They're slaves to the corporation. It's not even a country anymore. It's not a nation. It's not a United States. It's a corporation. So the sooner people figure out what's going on here, that's why they silence people like me. They don't want you hearing this. They don't want you to know that you are the government. You give the government the right. The federal government is not there to make laws. The Congress makes the law through the judicial process of voting and the democratic, but we don't have a democracy. There's a constitutional republic. No, it's not anymore. It's a corporation. And you are a slave to this corporation. If you don't know, then, well, it doesn't matter. You're staked to the stock exchange, and your labor by bond or birth is taken from you, and your birthright sent out to Ukraine. Your money that you've been taken, and you're too childish to know what's going on, and it doesn't matter because they know that, and you're never going to even try to fight them. And that's Christ stood up to, and that's why you're not going to heaven, which you think is above your head. You're going to go to hell, and you're already there because you're not Christ-like. If you're not standing up to the law, you are not a disciple. If you don't stand up, and I'm not saying with violence, I've never promoted violence and never used the violence, especially, in this case for sure, right? This is ridiculous. They brought violence, 25 plus men with guns against me, So we're not going to get into that. So I'm trying to keep this out of it. We'll keep that out of here. But, this is the right of the people when they come across this border do not have to have citizenships to have rights under the Constitution. That's how foul the American people are. To even speak up without knowing your rights is pretty lame too. You should, like anything, it's like scripture. You shouldn't speak on something that you don't know. So you don't have to have rights, right? Oh, you have rights. You don't have to have citizens to have rights under the Constitution just when inside to the border. So what they're failing is the right of due process. The 4th and 5th Amendment, absolutely. You have the right to be secure in your house, papers, persons, effects. If you have the right to warrantless search or seizure, unless you have committed a crime, and I just told you it's not a crime. These people are idiots. And if they have, then they have to articulate. It's called RAS, or reasonable suspicion, the crime you have committed, that you're in the commission of committing a crime you have, or evidence, and show and articulate to you which crime you are committing. So people are lost. Taking these people off the streets, and now it doesn't matter because you're too poor. See, it doesn't matter if you come from some other country, you're too poor. Up, on to the next episode. It's too late for that, brothers, sisters. You're from some other country. Now it's just you're too poor, or you have a mental disability. It's called involuntary detainment. I was studying this, and there was a lady from Florida who had an autistic child, and they said her needed to send her child to this autistic camp, and she said refuse, no, and CPS showed up at her door. So you better stop thinking that this ain't happening. This is what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad tidings here, but they're done with you playing the people think this. It's been happening since the new age in 2020. They started it back at the reset. Remember, year 0, 2020, year 1, 2, 22, 3, 4. Remember the fig tree? He said if it didn't produce fruit, you're going to cut it down. And I've told you that here. As the pastor of this ministry, I want you to know that I'm giving you all these date celestial markers that you're not going to get in any other ministry, not even at Grace and Truth. Okay? Jim Brown don't know what I know. I love my brother Jim Brown. Only has so much power, guys. That's probably shouldn't be on here too long. Don't let this world distract you. You should come out of her, my people. Be in it, but be not of it. You don't live on earth. Earth is the rule. Don't be ruled. You can't serve two masters. Satan was given dominion over, reign over the earth. Not. Come on. Remember what we do in here. We don't do this alien ball camp nonsense. Alien's a word. They've got everybody tricked, brother, sister, about to release these robots on everybody. They need mass genocide. You're in the way. And they got figured out who's in the way and who's not. Why do you think they've been so selective with all their drone, good genes? Well, I don't mean to go there, but what it's going to take to get your attention. You know, good genes. And we're plugged into the power inverter, so, you know, we don't got a whole lot more power. Here we just used too much power. It was rainy today, too. I took all the stuff out to try to sell some stuff to get some stuff sold, and it just pummeled it all with the rain. Just ruined everything, but I don't care. I'm just put it all in a pile and burn it. I don't want anything anymore. I'm so over. I'm going to leave America now. I decided I'm not staying here any longer. I'm not waiting for all 50 states to have military in them before I get out of here, and I don't care what happens to me. The worst thing that's going to kill me is if my dogs suffer again. So as long as they don't suffer, I'll be okay. And they're going to suffer. I get separated with them, but Father, it just is what it is, man. I got to try. He said, come out of her, my people. So, okay, Father, I got you. I got you. Don't be in it, but be not of it. So I know I got to be here, and you're not going to escape judgments. If you're in America, I'm not abandoning you. Some people can't leave, and I'm going to try to continue to do what I do. And I've just made the decision. It's not going to do me any good to stay here. So you know why? I'm not going to go into it. Go see the past streams. It is what it is. Father's in control of all things. So nobody's doing anything to me that Father didn't want them to do, or you. That's a settling thing. I hope you remember that. He's creator of all things. No free will, no luck, no chance. Got to endure to the end to be saved. So die and get your new body. It'd be resurrection is saved because you're already bought and chosen. Remember? So don't be stupid with your words in here, okay? I don't do that nice Jesus. Your little nice sit down Jesus ain't welcome here. Get up off your ass, Jesus, and here, everyday Jesus, everyday Christ. So it's going to be a tough road until the end, because it's in sorrows is where the world gets to a point to where it's not the end but the beginning, and that's where we're at. Oh, wow. See, I keep trying to tell you you don't end, but you won't listen to me. Nobody will. It's okay. I know Father only gives very few a hearing ear. Most people have a deaf and scales are not removed from their eyes. They have not had that revelation. Their eyes have not been, they don't have an eye to see. He doesn't give most people an eye to see. Very many are called, but few are chosen, brothers and sisters. You might think you know something, but you better go back and look again. Because remember, brainstorm, green needle, they put this stuff in and just so many things we think we know, but no, you don't. You remember, we've gone over this before. Remember, we've gone over. Does everybody understand? If you understand, put a 1 in the chat. If you understand, remember, we've done this. It's so prevalent in this English alien dialect, this new mystery, watered down Babylonian psychobabble, as I like to call it. It's lunatic talk. I want you to go through the brideway so you can get to the pizza gate. Blame it on Sarah. She did it, so we're going to have to use that one now. Sarah brought the whole slice of pie this time, and not the Bandcamp pie, please. Go stick your flute in somebody else's Bandcamp. I mean, American pie. This one time in ball camp. Thank you, brothers, sisters. I don't know how I'm still going. I really don't. But I'm here for you, so you know that. I mean, I'm also over owning these things and having things. I don't want to own anything. This flesh sucks. It's carrying it around, too. It's a big weight. It's like a big meat suit. Like, okay, we can let her go now. Let's get her done. It's not that bad. I'm not afraid to die. So, nobody killed. He's a PDF file, so I don't care. It's all a scam. Go look at frame by frame, you idiot. You don't investigate crap. Nothing. Scam. Another scam. Like Mr. Warp Speed got shot in the ear of my ass. Get out of here. Go do some research. How come there were 3 separate, Oh, well, actually, look at that. Each sound of a jacket of a bullet makes a whole different noise, huh? The grassy knoll, the shooter on the tower. They're just playing these rituals. They're coming for your guns, you stupid idiots. It's all Charlie's about the guns. Charlie's got us surrounded. Man, those aren't baddies. Those are just Chicanos, man. Didn't you watch ever Cheech and Chong, man? Yeah, man, the next tune you hear will be dueling bed springs because they're going to put you on a cot. Yeah, right. In some camp. This one time in Alcatraz camp. Goodbye, there are little Americans in your little golden ball camp. Half a Super Bowl dome. Yeah, remember Hurricane Katrina? How about Helene? Oh, holy crap. That's what's happening to you. 2 kinds of people on this rock, brothers, sisters. People who think the government's always going to be here to save and fix this, all this FEMA. And there's people who can use their head, people who can think. Most people don't, so don't worry about it. So it's just so stupid that this is exactly where this is headed. And you were going to remember when I said this. This is all leading to Mr. Warp Speed bump stock taking by the end of the year, you won't have them. I don't think you will. And which year am I talking about? Because it ain't 2025, you lunatic. So, whatever. I don't care. I don't condone violence. I'll go run in the woods and fight a bear with my damn bare hands. Be like, whatever. Daniel Boone. Not Boone's Farm. What do you want? Drinking the Strawberry Mountain or Chocolate Mountain where all that gold's at? Oh, the Grand Canyon. Let's not talk about that. That ain't going to get you where you hungry. You ain't going to eat no gold or silver, right? Silver is a very amazing water. Hey, what's the most pure thing on this rock? Water. What do they purify water with? Silver. So, anyways, silver is the bank killer. Save silver and save lives. Yep. There's like 500 of a monster box at the end of a cruise missile. So if you had enough of them, they couldn't, whatever. If they $4.99, they can't get to its target. Save silver, save lives. So hashtag that out. Already did. Made videos for it for a while, but that's all right. Moving on. Remember, I'm out fighting bears in the wood. I don't care about silver. No, I should have some to purify my water. Maybe I should put a couple of those away for a rainy day. Water, hello? We're not in the age of deception anymore. Remember, we're in the age of air. Remember, I can't breathe. We did the ritual. So are you ready? So, yeah. There's all kinds of people talking about the fake crap. Has anybody done the decode on it at all? Have you looked into it and gone through it frame by frame and seen what happened there? I'm a reconstructionist, so it didn't take me. It took me about 6 hours to put it all back together. That's not that long of researching for me, but whatever. That's what I'm saying. I know where it leads already. I don't care. This is one of those times where it's like COVID-esque. I don't care anymore. You know, it didn't matter if COVID was real, not scamdemic or not. It had real world effects. So here we are again. Here we are again. And we already were there, but this is. I already told my son how this is going to happen. You know, was he 25 or something now? I don't know where is it, but I said you'd see things like this. Kevin gets it, and I was seeing some of Kevin's postings and stuff. You know, they just body double or, you know, go underground. Well, just, how about that? Just disappear, kind of like Kobe Bryant. Stupid double dribble. Oh yeah, kind of like Pappy or Happy or what is that? What's Robin's name there again? Pappy? Pappy, Uncle Pappy. Go look Uncle Pappy up. Tell me who the hell that is. Who's Uncle Pappy? We already did this. Get out of here with your Broadway leading to your Pizzagate. Sarah, thank you for that. I'm going to knock that out of the park. So anyways, appreciate brother sisters coming in again. I can't stand all night because I don't have very much battery. Yeah, I looked. There's no way for me to transfer these. And that's stupid. I can't transfer my money from either PayPal to Cash App or Cash App to PayPal. And I wouldn't normally have a problem. I could just transfer both of them into my bank and pay the phone bill. But that's weird. All these things are crazy. And how the hell did somebody get into my bank again, man? I'm getting tired of this. I mean, I'm glad they call me for, you know, fraud protection. But how do people get my card? This is so stupid. We're in the most advanced world, you know, America, you know, NSA, spy shit. These people can't protect. They couldn't. Whatever. Just frustrating these people. Where I'm in such an amazing place, man. I want to go pay in pesos or labor, something. Remember, I don't even want to use money. Remember, I don't have to use money to. Well, I remember I didn't use any money to make $11,000 in gold. How about that? By labor. So I had to sell it, but whatever. Probably be asking for that back. I think I'm gonna ask the attorney for my money back and just leave. Fuck, I don't care. If all they're gonna protect me, I think I'm gonna go look for Elijah. Then I'm over it. We'll see. I got a court date coming up, and the same damn thing, you know, $25,000. I only get a call from the attorney, so you know what I'm saying. So. But you can also see what it's doing here in the chat, Rose Sister. See what it's doing? They got these people playing red team, blue team. They're both fucking wrong. Oh, how bad? I tried. But they are. They're as wrong as two little boys fucking in the closet. Anybody talking about that? Really? It's wrong. These people don't care. They get caught. It's just stupid. Makes no sense at all. Like America. Not even one single penny. So, thanks for coming in. Try to keep it a little more positive. But thank you, stream. So, like little kids, you know, stomping their feet and stuff. It's quite childish what you see. Well, it just shows how very little people even do any of their own research. They're going to get fed the narrative. And I already tried to tell people, there's robots already living amongst you. You guys are foolish. They're just going to peel back some of the skin and show you the shiny golden robots like C-3PO and R2-D2 do your Star Wars show you. So, you know what I'm saying? So they can do this reveal. I'm telling you, this it's as simple as this. A virus is not alive, but they got the whole world convinced that it was. And now they're going to do the robots that are alive, and they're not. And they're going to say they're aliens because there's no such thing as an alien. So the aliens are robots. They got this. Get ready to see a big number of people just will get gone. No birthday next year. And I know it's coming. I've smelled death before it happens. I don't need to see a rotting body to know there's death coming. Or there's death in the air. I've been a prior veteran, a prior police officer. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. All I've ever seen most of my life is death. That's why I don't want to be around it anymore. I've seen enough of it. I've seen enough, especially, I'm telling you, the COVID, you guys don't even, all this populace on, you think there's that many people on this? You need to go back and look at the maps and see how many nations are not having enough people to even make their population go forward. It's a lot. It's most. We're not going forward anymore. This there's, what do they say, 7? Yeah, right. They've been unaliving people. You know, that whole, remember TED Talk or whatever, Mr. Kill Bill Wide Pizzagates, you know, Pizzagates, Bill Pizzagates, Bill Pizzagates, Bill Pizza, hashtag Bill Pizzagate. Sarah, give Sarah the credit. Send all cash apps to Sarah E. Bill Pizzagate, Bill Broadway Pizzagate. Remember in his TED Talk, like the teddy bear talk, you know. But anyways, remember, he said if they do a good job with the Whack the Nations, they can get rid of 10, you know, about 10% of us. Remember, they don't even hide it. Sarah, thank you for the Pizzagate. So, all right, we got to add that to Kill Bill Wide Broadway Pizzagate. Okay, you enter through the Broadway and you go in up to the Kill Bill Wide Pizzagate. So you better get, remember, Donald never called Joe creepy, so you're falling asleepy at the wheel. It should be we're changing, then twinkling of an eye at the last thump. They're going to thump you again, get you another booster, get you punching the clock as a work slave for the corporation. That's what's coming, brothers and sisters. They're getting ready to make everybody in America slaves under the World War II as World War III. They're going to take all the weapons from this country. And they're going to bring in the robots, and they're going to change the system into a whole new country, America Ever After. I did a video of this, actually created a channel of this about 12 years ago here on YouTube. Then I created another channel called Truth Viral Television, where I put out the 923 executive order video that Mr. Obama, the known homosexual Barry Soetoro, or Barack Obama was his uncle. That means I saw lightning fall from heaven. The devil, Lucifer, Satan, see if you'll take a bite of it, you know. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. I was going to do some Elmer Fudd, but I'm not going to do Elmer Fudd. Belt sign has not been put on. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? The captain is not, we got military in 19 states. What do you wait till all 50 states? You know, full Fallujah, you know, come on. Yeah, that's when everybody's going to, that's when the lights will go out. Guys, I guess I didn't get my phone bill paid, and I'm probably going to disappear and go to some other country. But come on. They know this, brothers, sisters. They know that the magnetosphere is, we just had an energy come from the sun and it bumped us for no reason, brothers, sisters. We had crushed the Aurora record in 2023. We only had 2 in a 12-year cycle, and that took massive, like 166 years ago, we had the Carrington event to make something, a northern light, be at the equator, which they're not supposed to be at the equator. Anyways, we'll try to keep this simple. You know, and we are in a magnetic excursion out of pole shift. That would mean the compass would point to the south, but we are probably headed that way. It has been 780,000 years to know what's going on. And I do. I've studied this for 30 years. They know this. They're all in cooperation. They all cooperate to pay for these hadron colliders, which are not not smashing atoms. These things help protect our atmosphere, the magnetosphere. You can see when they turn it on, the large one in Switzerland, it starts messing with our magnetosphere. It makes the magnetosphere start collapsing, and we start getting energy coming in from the backside where we don't normally get it. So they can control this magnetosphere, and I told you why they're going to do this. They want control of this Kali Yuga cycle. There's a Heinrich cycle. You got to look into what I've been putting out, guys. I have put out all this information for over a decade here on YouTube. Because I know this, they've known this was coming for thousands of years. We're in the great 12,000 year cycle. 6,000 years ago, this rock flooded this third extinction. You thought you're going to die. I know you probably will. Most people do die, but that's not what an extinction means. It means species die down. Here, let me dangle that little golden carrot in front of you. I mean carrot. Do you still have carrots and lions and tigers and bears? Oh my, we got giraffes and rabbits. And oh my God, my dog's sitting here. We still got dogs. Everything that made it through the last 5 extinction events is still here. You hear extinction, you think everything's going to die. You need to get a graph. Things die down. Not that makes other species flourish. Evolution. It brings evolution. Not like, oh my God, look, honey, you got a third booby now, or I got another imposable thumb. That's not evolution. That's not. If man evolved from apes, why are there still apes? Darwin renounced his theories. Come on now, stop it. Evolution is extinction. They go hand in hand. That's why I've come in here before and tried to tell you when people in here, nobody knows what evolution is. You don't talk about evolution in here. I'll crush you. Don't talk about evolution. Don't talk about extinction. We're in the 6th extinction event right now. Are you going to make it? Are you going to be one of those that makes it to, he said you got to endure to the end, so you got to try. That's why I want to get the fuck out of America. I apologize for cursing. I do. This is not a safe nation. You have a better chance of being locked up in America than any other country. There's more people locked up in America. Fight any oil wars. Not one person should have ever died from oil because we have perpetual motion, anti-gravitics, free energy, perpetual polarity, and all these things. Ether technology. No. John G. Trump had this taken from Tesla, which has been around for thousands. Antiquitech, they've had this before. Look on the buildings. Hello. See, that's what I'm saying. People don't look at this. And the scripture, every jot and every tittle has to come to pass before Christ comes back with the key. The 2 kings, they just have their no kings ritual just to tell the whole world, you stupid religious idiots. You don't know the word at all. We're going to put it in your children's television, animation, Adult Swim. The Simpsons have never let me down. Remember? Come on, guys. They don't hide it. Remember? Oh, they're hiding in California, Bohemia Grove, and they're burning big statues of Moloch and burning candles. And now they're like, we're meeting in Davos, Switzerland. They're not hiding it anymore. It's all, and the veil has been lifted. Welcome to Revelation. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the age of I can't breathe. That's what they did to you because they stretched by Christ on a tree. Remember? And then they did the 5G to you. 5G is an oxygen absorption wave. It makes you so you can't breathe, like what they did to Christ. That should just smack you in the face right now. You are on the best channel on YouTube because Father made it that way. The man that dropped 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes is so they can touch your kids at the airport. Remember, they're still touching your kids at the airport. Yep. Catholicism, fake Jews, Catholics, Muslims, they're all the same thing. The Catholics wrote the Quran. Satanists are Catholics. The Christians follow the communion, so they're all Satanists. Ha ha! I got them all by their balls. Remember ball camp? Hey, this one time in ball camp, Father doesn't want us to worship balls. Hey, come here in my tent. Let me rub on my balls. I mean my crystal ball. I'll tell you fortunes. Remember? He divorced his bride for all that demon behavior, thought they could pray to their ancestors, little g gods, deities, demons for fortunes. They had a burnt offer even of a man, Jesus Christ, right? Apollyon Mithra. The one Donald Trump has house decorated with. The one that's locked in the pit in Revelation. President 4 + 5 is 9, 4 + 7 is 11. President 9/11. Now that don't math. 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes. I know. I know, and people don't care. And it's been $2.3 trillion lost at the Pentagon 23 years later. And I keep telling you about 23, but you won't listen to me. Remember 9/23, 12/23, 6/23, 9/23, 12, 03/23, the equinox, 9/23, 3/23. What does Pester know? Oh, gee. Yeah, I just use it. I've never seen that, but I know I just use all these things like I just use your Pizzagate. That's round. American Pie's round. They love the round. They're booby Jesus. Tune in Tokyo, anything round. Guys are like, oh, look at the wheels. Honey, I'll tell you what, you could get some bigger boobies if I could get some bigger wheels on my truck. I wish I could be that guy. I solely do. Oh, football, honey. I'll sit there and think about drink beer. Boys come home and, oh boy, honey got you some new, hey honey, I got some new mud flats for my truck. Ordered them on Amazon. Yeah, I did. But I got you a little bikini. You can go wink that little G-string around next time when the boys come over to party. Boy, they just love you, honey. We should get tattoos, huh? I'm not that guy. I'm just not that guy. I can't do it, man. I'm not. I've never been that guy. And hey, there's that guy. But guess what? That guy's a dog shit. He don't think about the Lord at all. He don't do nothing. Football. You know, I'm not saying you can't have a little entertainment, a little bit, but you know, come on, we got a whole, you know, we got a world war going on there. Football, we still got the interweb. Isn't that amazing? I'm gonna tell you guys 1,000 years from now. I'm saying, hey, remember when the World War was going? Where I was blogging on the internet, you know, doing a video logs. It was World War III, and nobody cared. They were locking down the whole country, and I hopefully squeezed out before they, you know, like the sheep. You got to get out the gate before they, you know, the. You ever see when that? You know, I was born in the concrete jungle, so I know what happens when one car. I'm a traffic crash reconstructionist. One accident. You ever been in L.A.? You ever been on the I-5? Probably not. Oh boy. Well, let me tell you. You talk about stop and go. Well, how about just stop? Backed up. Nope. Gate shut. You're back there. Remember the door? Noah? Remember the wedding feast of the lambs? I love it. Hey, it is all about a wedding. So, is it not? Is this not about a wedding? My whole life. What's it about? Dying. What do you think about more than anything? Dying and the wedding. I do. I'm infatuated with the wedding. I am. It is what it is. You do you and I'll do me. I don't care about that book, man. And that Harper's Harp, right? Guys. Oh, man. We got to be getting close to 9 or 10 o'clock, huh? Oh, 11. It's my daily tear gas. I got to get out of this cabin, guys, too. I can't stay here for the winter because I don't have no damn firewood. And this cabin is killing me. This tear gas is still coming out. I'm figuring that's what's wrong with me, too. If I can get out of the cabin for a while, make it better. So, but it's leaching out the walls still. So, 16 months later, imagine that, man. Stuff still. I shot 5 of them in here, man. That's crazy. Oh. My poor dogs, man. My poor dogs. Oh, man. All right, well, guys, this is it, man. I'm telling you, whether you like it or not, I'm Father when I was in here, before I was in here, and we were just sitting there with the word and talk, you know, having what it is when I do, when I sup with Father. And it didn't matter if COVID was alive, you know, brothers, sisters. You know, if you'd have done the same thing during COVID, you could have just stepped out of society, grown food, said, we're doing it, and do it again. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking anybody to start a revolution. I'm asking you to start an evolution, evolve. Stop going around like a hamster on a wheel. Yeah, that's called a revolution. Might fight, red team, blue team. They want you to fight. That's why they want to put labels on you. You're much easier if they chop you in pieces to take over than if you're all united. You see how that works? Let me give you the reverse theory of that. When you're all running out around in the desert or, you know, whatever, because you just have such trust, you know, America's here. Everybody's... you got all you're running outside. Hey, everything's good. Go inside. America's here. Everything's safe. Roger, send me grid coordinates. You're much easier to blow up. You'll just go inside if I tell you to go inside than running around all the place, right? Nope, shelter in place. No fight or flight, shelter in place. You know I'm right. Yep, you're like a turtle. Get on your back and you're screwed. Yep, no kick, no fighting. You know nothing. Like a bump on a log, there he's sitting there like a frog in a pot of boiling water. I'm like, all right, I'm out. You're like, dude, he just farted, dude. We got bubbles. This is awesome. I'm like, dude, are you serious? They're like, no, I'm just hanging out here. I'm like, okay, bye. You know what I mean? No instinct. Like a frog in a pot of boiling water. They just have none, brothers, sisters. None. Remember, what kind of meat do priests eat on Sunday? None. Get it? None? All right. This little joke that my dad told me. I apologize. Shouldn't have said that. That's not nice. I don't like nuns. They're Satanists. My wine, I got bubbles in my wine here. A swine and the pork and this. We got some pork bubbling in here too. Boy, we got carrots and potatoes. Hey, we got carrots and potatoes coming in here now. Woo! It's a party, boys. They'll put a little wine in there. Remember the Cajun cook? A little wine for you, a little dash for me, a little dash for the old. It's a cauldron here. We got you in the witch's pot going now, huh? Some of that 1,000-year stew. We'll just keep you stewing there in your microwave, huh? In your city, 5G towers. You guys are so fucking stupid if you live in the cities. I'm serious. I apologize if you do, but you guys do not realize if you don't live in those cities, Man, I can feel it, taste the cities in my teeth. My ears start doing nothing. I mean, but you live in it, so you get stewed. You get nose blind. How about that? Right? Nose blind. Well, you live next to the airport. You don't hear no airport. What the hell? That there? What airplane? You live next to the dump, man. This place. Oh, well, that stinks today. What? The cat box lady. She smells like cat box. She goes to the store. Do you know that? You ever seen that? Whoa, damn! Cigarette. People smoke cigarettes. You smoke. Oh my God! You don't realize how much you stink. But people. Oh, nope. You get nose blind, and the words like that too, brothers sisters. If you don't sup with the word, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's going to go away. You're going to get nose blind. You have to have a relationship with Father, brothers sisters. Remember, he's that still voice inside your head. He's that nagging voice that won't go away. He's trying to tell you to start doing something, and you won't do it, and you know I'm right. Or stop, and you won't listen to him. And when you do, things get better, huh? Oh, but you don't listen to him. See, he's always been inside you. You need to go to nowhere in the sky to see him, or a church or a house made by hands, and that's a threat to the church. So, they don't like that. They don't like that. That's why they hated Christ. Remember the gospel. That is the gospel. Paul spoke it, Peter, Matthew. I tell you it in here. I love the gospel more than anything. Come out of her, my people. Do not partake in unfruitful works of darkness. Rebuke them with light. Be in it, but be not of it. I can go on and on all night. You know that. I don't need to pick up the word. He wrote it on my heart. And I'm still learning. Don't think I had old, still big. I'm always in a study mode. Never. I don't learn something in a day. I feel like I cheated myself in the day, and because he gave me the ability. Some people don't have that ability. They have a blind eye. Remember, they have not had an apocalypse. That the veil is not. Remember, they veiled Christ too. That's very mocking them too. That's why they put the face diaper on everybody, made them act like kids, and did their masquerade at their occult ritual. Remember, they put on masks at their occult parties. They just mock everybody all the time. Seriously, your whole world life that you've known it has just been a big mockery. You've been wearing rose-colored glasses the whole time, thinking that everybody's, you think that lady at the counter is likes, and even if you're not being rude to her, she's an actor, and everybody knows an actor. They're like, hi, how you doing today? Oh, a pack of cigarettes? She's like, I hate this fucking job. Would you just hurry up and order it? Every time I come in, she's got a whole kind of different thing going on. It's everybody is an actor, brothers, sisters. I'm serious. They're putting on an act, and I'm trying to show you. Brother Jim talks about that right now with what's going on with this whole Charlie Kirk nonsense. This leads to gun control. You people are so stupid you don't see it, like despite the nose on your face. I'm telling you, and I'm going to be right on this one. This is this big kingpin moment for them. It is. Now it gives them all the reason. This left-right paradigm is fighting with each other like they're just going at each other's throats. It's a whole lot easier than if they start killing each other, brothers, sisters. You save a lot of bullets. They like to sell bullets and band-aids. They'll eventually sell them back to you, or they'll get you to use them against each other. It's effective. It's another war tactic, divide and conquer. It's hey, you're L, you're G, you're B, you're L2D2, you're R, C3PO, I don't know, whatever. Remember, I don't see race. I don't do color. That's why I'm very stick to what I do, so I don't partake in none of that. They just want to chop you up and put a label on you. It kind of sounds like a wild animal, like treat you like your pharaoh, tattoo you, neuter you, put you back in a cage, be a good boy. So it is what it is. I'm trying to turn goats into sheep. All I'm trying to tell people, it's already here. You don't just sit there wait for anything. And I'm not saying like, oh my God, it's here, now go fight. No, don't go fight anybody right now. Get away from people who want to fight. This is not the time to be fighting with anybody, and that's what they want. They've been trying to get everybody to fight, but they didn't, so they brought the war to America. And it's here. They've got it going 5 ways right now. Wars are always started outside this country with obviously never been a war started without an embargo. And remember, Mr. Warp Speed, he started his 4 or 5, 4 plus 5 is 9, 4 plus 7 is 11, President 9/11, and 45 administration. He did the tariffs against China, and what washers went up like $200, all these things, but a tariff, it makes the people pay more. It's not the people on the other end. The shipper is going to pass it on, and receiver not to the consumer is going to end up pay. So all this, we got all these trillions of dollars. That means he just robbed that from the American people. You telling me things have gotten cheaper? Things are great again? Is this what great again looks like? Yeah, right. MAGA is the high priest of the Satan church. Remember MAGA? Peace. Those who say peace and safety. Sudden destruction will come upon those who call out for peace and safety. MAGA. High priest of the Satan church, Aleister Crowley. Come on. You'd have to be stupid not to see this. Nope, everybody's going along with it. They voted for him 3 times, and they want Trump 2028. Oh, that's the scariest thing I think I've heard. If there's one thing that is I've heard that does scare me, because I already told you this robot thing was coming. You know what I'm saying? Is the Trump 2028? Seriously, remember he's a PDF file, and so was the last president was a PDF file, and so was the last president was a PDF file, and we know George and Junior and Carter and Reagan, and they're all in on it. They're all related to the Queen. Remember, keep it in the pants kind of family kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Moloch, you know, eat your kids. They're loving it. No, you're rubbing it. Oh, there you're 2 counts in the parking lot of rubbing it. All right. What are you doing at McDonald's, kid? Oh, hope you don't eat fast food. Fast food is not good, and good food is not fast. I'm a cook. I've been and worked and ran a 5-star restaurant and chef, you know, managed. Kind of got a thing for food. You know, there's 2 kinds of people on this rock. Most people eat 3 meals to stay alive. There's some people who are just to eat. My life might be hell, but I want some good food. Always. I try. Tacos. I only eat tacos. I have this rule. I only eat tacos on days that end in Y. That's the golden rule. Then, well, you got to have the golden eggs. Got to have the nuggets, butt nuggets, outright out of the back of the chicken. Otherwise, you're eating garbage. Those aren't eggs. No, that's genetically modified pot. That's not cannabis. Stop it. You're fooling yourself. That's not rice. That's plastic. I'm a plastic man. You know me. I'm a young OG. I'm a plastic man. It's just classic. I know. Oh my gosh, I'm smashing my battery. Okay. I can't stay in here too much longer, brothers and sisters. I don't have much battery. I live streamed all day because of 9/11. This is the stupidest thing ever, guys. It's 23 years ago. And they're still touching kids at airports. What a psychotic lunatic world I live in. But people don't care. There's nothing that has ever nobody stood up about 9/11. Everybody still thinks they dropped 3 steel buildings with 2 airplanes. And we know who did it. So, you know, what a blessing. Does anybody, maybe somebody in here might know some. Does anybody know a way to transfer PayPal to Cash App or Cash App to PayPal? Between the two? Because I don't want to go to town. I don't really have the gas to go to town. And, because I have some change, those nickels, and it's like I have it all in different directions. I have the nickels if I brought those to town, but I'd need some gas. It's like 25 miles or something there and back. And I have $48 on my PayPal, and I have $37 on the Cash App, and I need $51 to pay my phone bill. Or 51 and some change, because sometimes the tax is a little bit different. And so I'm so close to having enough in PayPal, and normally I just push it all over to my bank and pay it through my bank card. So is there any way? Does anybody know? Yeah. So I don't think it's possible, because I only a link and according to the quick online search. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. My bank, what happened, guys, is somebody got into my bank again. Somebody got into my bank. And so my card's all suspended. They got to send me a new one or anything. I can't have that option right now. So I'm like, oh my, I think tomorrow will be the last day that I could, if I can, I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff for sale on the internet. And then if the internet goes down, then I can't sell anything. It's always one thing is another, man. But, pardon me. All right. I don't think it's possible. I'll just have to do it. If it's shut off for a couple of days, it's not the end. I still need to pay the land payment the very next day, and I don't have that either. So, oh well. It's been a weird month for me, just a strange month. But hey, we hit 22,000. And remember, I don't care about the numbers, but it's been, I knew this month it was going to be crazy, you know, and it hasn't disappointed at all. You know, it really hasn't. And I don't remember, it's not going to get any better, guys. So get prepared. You know what I'm saying? Try to get yourself ready. And oh, yeah, and AdSense didn't pay me this month. Out of all the months not to pay me, they didn't. I spent like, I don't know, quite a few hours, and you can't call them, but with their chat bots, gosh, I don't like talking to those things. They're so lame. But I tried really hard because it's the money that you guys give in super chat. That's your money that you give. That's why I shut the super chats and the monetary off, because I don't want to give AdSense the 30%. So that's a lot of money to take. It's 30 plus, and then if I take out any things, if I do a transfer or something, there's always a so. But I had a couple of people ask me because they want to make a donation, you know, a couple months ago, because they're not in America, and they don't have Venmo, or I don't have Venmo, or they don't have Cash App or PayPal, and they asked to, but they had Super Chat, so I went ahead and turned it back on. Remember, I never even had Cash App on this account until somebody wanted to make a donation. I didn't monetize. I've been doing this for 12 years and I never monetized one channel, so it's okay. I'll figure it out. Thanks for your you know, what do we got? Damn, I darn thing. What's going on here? Damn, my chat is so laggy. Only link bank account according to quick. Okay, then there's a page on PayPal. I looked everywhere. As long as you have your account number, Cash App, and transfer. Huh? Nah, I'll look. I looked all through everything, Scott. I didn't see, but I looked everywhere. Let me go through the PayPal page again. Okay, cool. Yeah, I looked all over. Like I said, I just keep striking out, man. This has been a rough month, man. God, it was so cold this morning, guys. I'm gonna be freezing in the morning. I got no firewood, man. My bones are. I got to get out of this country. I can't stay. I'm too far north. Maybe if I was in Arizona or something, I could winter down there, but I ain't gonna winter well up here. Not with no firewood. Damn, I'm getting old. I used to be able to push through stuff like, I'll be all right. I kept telling myself I'll be all right. No, I'm not. But, you know, it's a desert, but it was rainy and stuff out here. So it was a wet cold this morning. I was like, oh, I've been always like 3 things, and I'm still sitting there. I'm like, dude, this is but it's been warm. My body needs time to acclimatize too. So I'd be all right. But nah, I think I want to be a bird and fly out of here. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to have to put it all in Father's hands and just let him protect me, because I'm going to do something that could end up land me, you know, separate me from my dogs. And I'm never going to fucking forgive myself if something happens to my dogs. I'm not. I love my dogs so much. You guys see them in here. I love these dogs a lot. They take care of me right now. They're my buddies. You know, Tango's 13 years old. He's been around a long time. I've had him for a long time. So he's like having a kid, and they are my kids. So, yeah, a little expensive there. I mean, people do good all over the U.S., guys. I like where I'm at. I love where I'm at, but I just didn't get ready for winter. You have to get ready for $100,000 or whatever. Normally, I do a lot of things. Normally, I would have wood by now. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of my fault too, you know, but just a little bit too much. I got an idea I need to spend more time in the ministry than anything else, and I'd be fine. Father would provide, and it didn't work, but that's okay, because I don't care. I don't care about material things. I'm so over, like I said, I've explained this time. I tried for 10 years to get people to come out here and live with no expense, and I got quite a bit of my expenses. If I didn't have one more land payment, I could, you know, and I'm going to get rid of that land one way or another, or put that cabin on it, you know, or I'll figure it out with that other piece of land. I was holding on to it because I was thinking someday maybe Elijah and Adrian would come back here and build the property that they build on that property. That's the property they wanted to build on. So I feel like, it'd be wrong to sell it before I found out if they were still alive or not. So I keep paying this land payment for the last 15 months. And I was trying to all this that's going on and losing 40 pounds of silver, all this, recent. I don't even know. I didn't even add up how many pounds of silver. I think it was over 25 pounds of silver, something like this time. And probably more than that, something like that. And then, $11,000 worth of gold. That was all my precious metals that went towards getting this attorney. And the other thing is what's so crazy. I'm looking at this. My life is so crazy right now. I didn't hear from my attorney, you know what I'm saying? Who I have paid a lot of money. I mean, I know I wish I would have just taken that money and left already, and I'm hoping that this goes the way I'm hoping and thinking. I don't want to make any plans that he's going to have all these charges dropped. Okay, maybe, we'll see. But next week is one more week. And then I have a court date on Monday. So if he don't call me next week, I didn't get no counsel again. And now I paid for, this is the third fucking time this has happened to me. First with 2 appointed counsels. Then I shell out a grip load of money for an attorney and I don't get no calls. None. What the hell is going on here, man? I'm looking at the calendar going, okay, you're being patient. You said you got a call. I mean, you paid this attorney a grip load of money and $500 an hour, and and then Monday I got a court date. I think I'm just gonna ask them for my money back and leave, man. I'm fucking so ready tomorrow, right? And so I won't get a call the weekend. Attorneys don't work the weekend. If he don't call me next week, I mean, guys, I'm getting a little beside myself. I really am here. This attorney not calling me is really hard for me to handle. I just can't keep swallowing my breath and saying it's okay. This is all right. Just be patient, Tracy. I've waited 16. And I wouldn't even be talking to you guys about a fucking phone bill, man. This is so stupid. I'd have firewood. So, but I'd probably be in jail because that other attorney didn't do anything. And neither was this one. Fuck. I apologize, guys, for Kurt. 3 weeks ago, he was supposed to call me. Now, that week, he didn't, 2 weeks ago, sorry. Not 3 weeks ago. It's going on this next one. It's going on, it'll be 3 weeks. I'm like, what the hell? I paid for this attorney. And he is a good attorney, but why Father is doing this to me, I don't know. So, if next week goes by, guys, and he don't call me, I'm not going to be in a good mood. I'm telling you that. I'm not going to be in a good mood. I just shelled out all that money. I could have kept all that or saved some of it and just cashed a little bit out of it or something. It's gone up a lot since I sold it. I would have had a lot more money right now if I wouldn't have sold those precious metals. I'm just beside myself, so I apologize. I haven't come here talking about money. I'll be so glad to die, not have to sit there and deal with life, flesh, money, bills. I don't care about none of this. It's all stupid. The only thing I care about is the word. I don't care about anything else. I really have I care about people because I have to care about the word, you know what I'm saying? But nothing in this life seems to, everything is all just, it's like that. It's like, how the hell do you pay an attorney and then you don't get no calls? And remember, I'm like, hey, I'm calling about my son. I told him I don't care about how, I said, really, dude, John, I appreciate it. I could talk to you straight up, but dude, I need my son to get looked for. I paid to, I need to get the rolling, Oh, this week won't make a delay in the case at this moment. Okay, I'll be patient, and then no calls. So I'm going nuts, guys. I am. I don't think I'm going to make it too many days more being sane. I think I'm on my last couple of days. I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? I know. This is when and it's about my son. So this is, if I go one more week, Sarah, then I just did the whole same thing that I just did for 15 months, 16 months. It won't be no different that I paid him. Nobody's filed anything ever in 16 months in this case. Nothing has been done. None of his investigators has called me. I haven't heard from Thing. He hasn't questioned me about anything. I mean, I went and talked to, but nothing has been done again. This I paid, what, $25,000? Was $130,000 Elijah's bail, my bail, You know, I had to pay $4,000 the last time they arrested me for trying to get, you know, reporting my son, you know, missing, murdered, find his, you know, the evidence. I get thrown in jail. I just don't know what to do. So sometimes I swear I got shot that day. I swear I got shot that day because none of this adds up. How do you get an attorney and then he don't do anything? Like I sit in here and talk about stupid money, fucking pennies. Pennies. I'm just skimming fucking by, and I just shelled out how much. I probably put out 100,000 plus just in this last year for this case, just for my son. Man, I could have been living high on the hog in Ecuador. I'm such an idiot for not listening to my son. He could be dead right now. My daughter could be dead, and I'm out of fucking jail, and I might end up back in jail. Both of them dead. That was all a fucking. If this attorney doesn't do anything next week, I'm just going to leave. And whatever happens to me, happens to me. Because Father wants it. I've had this much time I seen him, he was being shot. You know, that's a pretty hard thing to swallow for me. And now I know where his body's at, and they won't go get him. That's the hard part, is that I know where he's at, and they won't go get him, you know, or my daughter. So I just can't keep staying here. Or I'm going to go up in those hills where his body's at, and they're going to kill me up there. Because I'm pretty stealthy, but I don't think I can get past whatever they got involved in something that they don't want me looking at, you know. And I'd like to try to get out of here before they, you know, other asking all kinds of questions. And, you know, I'm sure we're going to have some more shootings coming up. I'm sure this stupid Captain Kirk shooting, how many people are on this channel? I only care about the quality of people we have here. So we had a little incident with a moderator the other day. We had a number 10 sucking him out of here. And that's kind of a bummer because he'd been following the ministry for a while, a couple of years. But people change. I think he might have been drinking because he came in accusing a couple of our moderators of drinking. But we took his wrench away and threw him out of here. So I appreciate you guys doing what you're doing here. Moderators are what makes this channel work. It's not me. I'm just one of the 22,000, you know, I'm just one. So I'm not, there's 22,000, and I know it's not all other 22 come in, and, you know, but there's a good chunk of you guys have been coming back here in the last, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6. Remember, this case is my life ever. I've been through some pretty tough times, being that I'm, you know, grew up in where I did, and veteran in law enforcement, and, you know, seen some pretty rough things, been through some pretty rough times. But knowing where your son is at and not being able to report a murder or missing has been one of the hardest things that's ever happened to me. I don't know how I can't get anybody to listen to me, and I know where he's at. So it's a daily torture that I go through, but I get split in half because I want to leave, but then I don't want to leave him here until I find out if he's dead or alive. I mean, if there's any chance he's alive and I leave, I'm going to be really upset at myself. So, you know what I'm saying? If I remember, this is just a very difficult time. So thank you, High Desert Faith and Truth Ministries, for being there for me. It's a really, they've given me just a bounty and an abundance of amazing support through this last almost year and a half. I was just sitting there before I came on here, just right before, and going, man, this time's moving. It's almost been a year and a half since I've seen my son, man. That's insane. He's supposed to come live with me. You know, whatever, build a house. He was moving here, and now he either hates me, never wants to talk to me again. I don't think that's what's going on. I really don't. So I think he's laying up there off Mount Creek, and I'm not going to do anything to our side. And I'm sure if he's dead, Adrian is dead too. So I kind of at least feel that if one of them's alive, they're both alive. If one of them's dead, they're both dead. So I don't want to know until I can find out what's the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of being lied to, and I'm tired of being thrown in jail. They're going to put me in jail or kill me if I stay here any longer, or I'm going to go up that mountain where he's at, and they're going to do that in this case. You know, whatever. They want to issue a warrant for my arrest, so be it. I don't have a record. I don't have a warrant. You know, I asked them to go get my passport back. They wouldn't get it back. So I went and got another one. You know, there's another $300-400 right there. There's a land payment for this month, but I'm going to leave paid on it for the, you know, the time. But I try to get people in it for the last, you know, couple of years. I just can't seem to get the right person in there. It's just not good timing, God's timing, I guess. So I shouldn't guess. There's no guessing. All things are in Father's time. So speaking of that, I better go. Appreciate you guys. If you can help me out at all, I don't know if anybody has, and you don't have to by any means to be a part of this ministry. If any of you have a PayPal, I think I probably need $4 or $5 on the PayPal, and I'd probably be able to take care of that tomorrow. I probably need to try to figure out to keep the phone on tomorrow, and I just don't have any way to do it because I've got so many things for sale. I just can't seem to get anything sold out here. So it's a tough time. People are struggling. I've noticed a lot on the internet too that not a lot of things are selling. Kind of, you know, there's kind of a bit of a stagnant going on right now. Prices are coming down on a lot of things. It's really tough to. I think what gas is $4.29 or something in the gas station where I'm at. So it's expensive to live right now. So come back when you have more time. Okay. That's the you know, I might come up tomorrow, and if not, then I'll probably hopefully see you guys sometime after Monday or something. When I'll try to go up to the bank, and maybe my bank card will be there. I don't know. It's been 5 or 6 days. I don't know how long it takes to get the bank card. And so we'll get all done Monday. So blessings. I wanted to kind of, again, do a thank you. Appreciate your, 22,000. That's cool. 1 years we've gained 2,000 people in 3 years, and we gained 20,000 in 3 months, almost, or in 18 or 19. That's pretty funny, huh? That's what happens when they shadow ban your channel. And those are the statistics. Go back and look at the channel. Almost 18,000 or something, 9,000 in 2-3 months, and then bam, shadow ban. So since then we've, 3 or 4. I guess it's 3 or 4, right? Something like that. So, but remember, it doesn't matter about how many people we 20,000 people out here in a week we throw out here. We've thrown 20,000 people out of here on a live stream before. So it's not about the numbers, but I do want to thank you guys. Okay. And again, come back, support this ministry by putting good comments in the chat. We've kind of changed things up in here where we will give the wrench out. I know I haven't, but if you're producing good content in this ministry, want everybody to have a wrench so they can throw out everybody that's being an idiot. Not an idiot. Idiot means they don't know. But if they're, if they're not producing good fruit, because one bad apple will upset the whole apple cart. That's the way it works. A little leaven leavens the whole lump. So thank you, Grace and Truth, followers that are here and come over, and thank you, the TikTok subscribers that come, followers over here to the YouTube channel, and thank you, Faith and Truth HD, for the quality of what you see, obviously, because we don't have the best phone here in the desert, but the quality of the content of what you're hearing. So I hope you heard me loud and clear. And you can't make time. You can try to make up time, but it's how. So thank you for the time you spent here. I really appreciate everybody's time. It's so extremely valuable because we're not here forever. We are eternal. We are, but not in this meat suit. So time's pretty valuable. You can be anywhere else, but Brother brought you here. So hopefully, again, you can find something from this channel you can share with somebody else. And you're able, if you can, share any of the content on this channel. And if you need to make some money, you can go use my playlist and use the SWAT rate. And if you find a civil attorney, I bet you can have about $3 to $5 million. I cut you in on a percentage. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm getting ready where I'm going to have to deal with it sooner or later. So I don't want to sue the state or the county. Makes the people in the county have to pay for their corrupt, public officials. That's not right. It's just not right. So I've avoided it, but I'm probably going to leave before I file the lawsuit. But I can still file it outside of this country. Many lawsuits, but I don't want to. I'm going to do it anyways. Eventually, I'm going to have to. I just want to find out if my son is alive and my daughter. That's all. I can rest with that. I don't need to be paid for anything or what they did to me or whatever. I don't care about what they did to me. I want to move on to be dead and I'm still alive. 16 months later, and I don't know. I don't know. That's, and I will find out someday, one day. It's hard. I'm not the only person that has a missing son or daughter. So I know there's others, but I don't know anybody's not been able to report their kids missing without being thrown in jail. That might be a first, arrested for throwing and, whatever, but it is what it is. Sometimes I deal with that, like things in life. I've never, people like, dude, I did. And they said they can't take it. They don't have jurisdiction. And that's this, you got jurisdiction to come shoot my son and kidnap my daughter and grenade me and tear gas me, but you don't have any jurisdiction to take a police report for my son's missing body. Man, I can't wait to get out of this country, guys. I hope I can. If I don't, I'm here with you. Okay. So love you. Have a good rest of your day, morning, wherever you're at. If you mourn, if you're all sad and pissed off at the world because you mourn, try not to mourn. Top of the day, wherever you're at. And we've got subscribers from all over the world. So people come in after the live streams and do watch some of the restreams. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Wanted to do a 22 thank you kind of, stream and let you guys know that you're the salt of this channel, and I appreciate keep this doing what you do. Really do. You guys are this is very one-off channel. I don't think any channel right now could be compared to this channel. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know if there's another channel. I have been on YouTube a long time. So I think what Father has created here is very unique, and you're part of that. I'm just one of the whole. So see, you make the whole thing work. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 eggs in 1 dozen, right? So it's all of us as a whole. I'm just one of the whole. Okay. So thank you for being those good, awesome comments that I've learned so much through in the past that I've told you guys over and over again that some of the more amazing things I've ever learned in my life have been through a comment section. I'm not kidding. Through the comment section, people dropping links, people dropping a whole different side than what I was looking at, in a video log, or I'm studying an article or studying, some history or something. And then there's some people making comments in the comment section. I'm like, damn, that is crazy. Look at this. Never would have thought about. That's you guys. That is you in the comments. So thank you for being in the comment section. Really. So Cash App, and I pay my darn thing, but I can't transfer any money. Somebody said something. They never got back to me in here. I don't know who it was. They said that you might be able to transfer PayPal to Cash App, and normally I'd be okay. But remember, my bank card got broken into again. Hey, at least got alert on it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow or Monday, and I'll get back. Probably be noon or 1 or 2 on Monday, because the bank out here, it's a crediting, a little teeny credits. Doesn't open until 11 o'clock. Not open on Saturdays, not open on Sundays. They only open from 11, no ATM machine. And this is a little tiny credit unit out here. So thank you again. Have a whole day. Have a shitty day, because it's not supposed to be easy, but make the best of it. It's not supposed to be a good day tomorrow. We don't live in an easy time. So thriving is better than surviving. Figure out how you're going to do that. How are you going to thrive and not just survive? You can make that happen. It is possible. Okay. And you got to endure to the end to be saved. So no checking out early. Okay, guys, you got to go to your last breath and keep trying. Don't let Father, they say he gives you no more than you can handle. That's hard to believe, but it is. That's how it works. So thank you guys. Pastor Revelation, Pastor Apocalypse. Whoa.